Good evening. It's an early evening, but I want to welcome you all to my live stream, Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. I'm your host, Bob Pace. I've been doing this daily, twice a day, for over 2 years. This is my third year. I started in October of 2023. And I have this show usually at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but I'm on at 4 o'clock because I have a family commitment at 5:30 I need to go to. So, with that being said, I want to give a warm welcome to all of you that have found me either at a Facebook page or a YouTube page. I am broadcasting live on a software application called StreamYard, and it uses YouTube to transmit my image. But the format of the page and how it's set up and everything is all set up by StreamYard. It can do a lot of things. It can have people on here as guests. It can have text messages, do emojis. You can check reviews and notifications and when to be notified and so forth. But I do this daily. My show normally is on at 10 o'clock Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Then my second show, which is the show I'm on now, is on typically at 7 a.m. 7 p.m. every day of the week, 7 days a week. That's 14 live streams. Tonight's a special occasion. I'm on early in my 4 o'clock show. And it's a warm welcome, and I know what you're going through. Now, what I call CPS, it's the Child Protection System, found in every county, every state, and found worldwide. Now, I want to tell you that I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving legal advice. I am providing education and my experiences and experience of 2,700 other people. It's very frustrating out there because there's nobody out there that really knows about CPS. And I've got a really good hand on it by talking to various people and my own experience. I too am a victim of CPS. I had my whole family broken up. They're still messed up today. My family is fragmented. It isn't like it was. I lost my forever home to CPS. I can't get hired to CPS. I've lost one of my children to CPS. So it's a horrible, horrible experience. And it's something that no one should ever go through. And I relive it twice a day, 7 days a week, 14 live streams, week after week, month after month, and year after year. But I'm here for the sole purpose of helping you all, to help me find out maybe there's ways I can still get my child back or still be able to do something to straighten the nightmare that I went through. It is a nightmare. It's the worst thing you could ever go through in your life. Hello, Kayla. Good to see you again. I haven't seen you in quite some time, Kayla. Could you refresh me where you're located, your city or county, and your state? I think you're from the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there's some housekeeping things that I want to do right now. Is to tell you about one of the ways you can interact with this live stream. You can actually send me a message, text me a message, either a comment or a question about CPS. And all I ask in return is your name and um, your location, your city, Milwaukee, and your state, Wisconsin. Glad to meet you, Kayla. See you again. I know you've been on before because I've heard about Wisconsin before. So, anyway, I'm here to try to answer your concerns, to share with you 5 rules that I have found that you should try to follow. CPS is not to be trusted. Fighting CPS is like doing open heart surgery. It isn't fighting, but open heart surgery is complex. You need an expert in the field, and you need someone who's trained in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law, who has experience of fighting CPS. So anyway, what I want you to do is I want you to listen, but you can ask questions. You can either text me a message or you can call in or be a guest on my show. Now, to tell you, my show is international because I have people from around the world. Can I set up a consultant with Vincent? Yes, you can set up a consult with Vincent. What you'll need to do is you need to call this number here to set up a consultation with Vincent. You need to call 888-888-6582. That's the law office, and you can set up a consultation. Also, if you notice the bottom of my screen, there's a ticket running, and you can actually talk to Vincent Davis. You can actually have a 30-minute time with Vincent Davis for $25 for 30 minutes. And that's on the banner that goes across the screen. You can use PayPal, Zella, AutoPay, and the number is 310-308-77. I have to see it come around again. It goes kind of fast. I wish we could slow down the tape there. There's $5, which is support the channel. $10 is for a private text reply from Vincent Davis. $15 is a chance for a private call from attorney Vincent Davis. $25, a chance to be a guest on a 30-minute live show with attorney Vincent Davis. All you do is send the money either Cash App, Apple Pay, or Zella to 310-308-7758. 7758. Or you can call the office at 888-888-6582 and ask for a consultation if you want longer than the time that he has there. If you, for instance, want to talk longer than 15 minutes, there he can do that. Also, Mr. Davis is an excellent choice for an attorney. He is well schooled in in dependency law, family law, and juvenile law. And he can be hired even in Wisconsin. I think I gave a quote the other day in Wisconsin that he'd come out and defend a case up there for $125,000 retainer. I think Georgia was the same price. So his prices range. They all depend on the complexity and the length of the case going on. Like I know in LA County, where he's home based, his retainer is $5,000 and his hourly rate is $500. But it all depends on the kind of case you have, whether it's complex or how long it's been going on, will determine the price. So don't hold me to those numbers. But that gives you a ballpark price. He's an excellent choice. He has fought for 39 years and gotten back thousands of children. He's not afraid to fight CPS. In fact, when your case is over, he's done civil lawsuits where he's won millions of dollars by suing CPS for violations of your civil rights and your constitutional rights. Even cases where the social worker lied, he's able to sue the entity there. Social workers do lie. I know firsthand how one did lie in court, and she was caught. She was caught in court lying. It was really embarrassing when someone does lie. It really is. And they were caught in court. So anyway, there's that number. There's a little bit of explaining on that to do there. And I've already talked about how to be a guest. So I put it up again. Excuse me, not be a guest, but to make a text message there. Now, to be a guest is another way here. And you can be a guest by contacting me by email. Contact Bob Pace. My email is bobp@vincentwdavis.com. And all you do is pick the day you want to be on. Now, it's 14 times a week. You just say, oh, on Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob's Saturday night show, or Bob's Friday morning show, or Bob's Wednesday night show. You just pick the night, morning or night, and one day of the week. That's all you have to do. And you will gladly, I'll put you on as a guest. What I do is I forward the information to my show producer, Grace, who in turn will send you a link to StreamYard. You copy and paste that link into the browser and you'll be on. And if you get bounced off, copy and paste the link again and you won't be off. Now, the rules are simple. We do not use profanity in the room. We try to get along in the room. We want to be nice and respectful to each other. No political remarks or opinions in this room. Um, Also, there's no eating or smoking in the room, and we do not use the names of children, social workers, or judges. So that's it. That's basic to be a guest. Now, you can also call me. There's my phone number. It's 626 698 0990. That's my direct line. It's a private line, and I'll answer my phone. I use Vonage. You don't have to have Vonage, but it streams on the internet, so I can talk to you. But that's my phone number, and I'm able for this whole hour. So 2 hours a day, I'm available on the phone. I cannot call between the hours because I no longer do potential new clients. So you have to call me during those potential times there. So anyway, we've had a question, and we have someone from Wisconsin, Kayla. I can't remember her case that much, but you can get a consultant with Vincent several ways. I think I've answered that pretty good. So we have Kayla from Milwaukee, and I hope your weather's nice up there and that you're staying safe there. Now, I'm hoping to get a lot of questions or a lot of people as a guest on, and so far I've not had any guests in a while, and I don't know why, but we don't seem to have people that want to be a guest because it's really good because you can talk about your case, and I can have up to 9 of you as guests on my show. If we do a phone call, it's a one and one only. A one and one only. Good evening, and this is Bob Pace. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to? This is Bob Pace's live stream. Can you speak up so I can hear you? Hello? I got a call in from 414. Yes, uh-huh. Yeah, hi, Kayla. Glad to hear your voice again. So what's new in your case?
There's nothing really new other than at this position in my for my stance, I'm trying to see if I can take some of the things to trial versus fleeing
Well, do you have a CPS case going or a criminal trial going or both?
No, there's no criminal.
Oh, okay. So you're using terminology you're used to deal with a criminal case. That's why I'm a little
Oh,
confused.
I mean, I guess, well, because here in Milwaukee, they say at this position, I guess they want you to say whether you're guilty, no contest, or I don't know why they use those terms.
Well,
As
it's
far
either
as
you're guilty or not guilty. I don't know if they use no contest, but maybe they do in CPS in Milwaukee. Okay, so you got three
they do.
choices. And have you had a chance to tell them that? That's called the arraignment. Usually the first step in your case is going to be when they want to bring it to trial, it's called arraignment. Now, usually your first day, typically in a CPS case, is if they took the children, they need to have a team meeting to determine where the children will stay. Now, did they take your children?
Well, remember, I have two cases. Yes.
Okay, on your first case, did they take your children?
Yeah, they took my daughter who, without a warrant or anything like that. They had had me find a temporary family she could stay with. It was a family friend. So I did that. They said 2 weeks. We could stay together there. They'd make a decision. Well, that didn't happen. They came in 4 days later when I was not there and took her away, saying it was child abuse.
Okay. When they came, how did they grab the child?
They said, we need to take your daughter into foster care immediately. Here's your court paperwork, or here's your court date. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. This was at 9:30 at night, mind you. And they had a statement written up by the doctor saying it was child abuse. Because remember, I had initially taken my daughter to the ER. Turned out she had chronic ear infections, and that's what was part of what was wrong. That was the reason I took her in. She was sick.
Okay.
Showing symptoms for a while, long enough.
Yeah.
So, back to where the day that they took her, they wouldn't even let me hold or touch even the paper. Let me have a copy of nothing. Not even the paper.
Well, you said they came at night and you weren't there. So who opened the door?
Right.
No, you weren't there. Who opened the door? Who did?
The family that I had her with, through them, the temporary placement, they opened the door.
Okay, first of all, you said temporary placement, so you must have met with CPS before the temporary placement, right?
That's what I'm saying. Initially, it started at the emergency room.
Okay, so you were having a child to being delivered at the emergency room. Why did you allow them to talk to you in your emergency room?
No, back up.
Okay.
I wasn't having a baby.
Oh.
My child was 11 months. She was 11 months old, and I was taking her in because she was showing symptoms of either COVID. It was during COVID, flu, or cold.
Okay.
For about a week and a half.
Okay.
Turned out to be ear infection was the problem. And she had some bruises on her. And they illegally took her out of the room with me, away from me for around an hour. Wouldn't allow me to be around at all. So I believe she bruised very easily. She turned out to have conditions that caused that later on. I believe they put all these markings on my daughter.
Okay, so.
And I absolutely know this.
Did you tell the social workers that to get out of the emergency room? Did you invite them in the emergency room or were they hanging out there?
No, they're hanging out there.
Yeah, that's typical. That is called medical trafficking. And CPS is doing that a lot lately with medical trafficking. They are.
targeted, I believe, because it was COVID. This was back in November 2020. I'm sorry, 2021. She was about a year old when they did this. So I believe, here back up a little bit, a couple weeks before this happened, her dad called them saying I wouldn't let him see the baby, and said there's, smoking cigarettes in the household and smoking marijuana. So he initially alarmed them. So when my name was, when they saw that I was there at the hospital, I think it was already a target on my back. I wasn't letting her father see her because he's an alcoholic. I don't know if you remember us talking about he's a veteran. He fought in Baghdad in 2009. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm writing my notes down. I'm writing my notes down.
Okay. So that is set up all the way to the beginning.
Kayla, are you still there, or you got some issues?
I'm here.
Okay, I haven't heard your next. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, is that they took your child unbeknownst you knew that they're doing medical trafficking, and they took your child. Well, they didn't take your child. They talked to you about your child, right?
Say that they talked to me about my child.
Well, they opened up a CPS case. Well, it was the social worker who represents the child protection system is who talked to you, right?
Right.
And she says that you're suspected of child abuse because of the bruises.
Right.
Okay.
Which we're not even there.
I know. I understand people get injured.
I just have to say one thing. It's funny. I just have to say something. It's funny because throughout the investigation with the police, the detectives at the precinct were even like, when they showed me the pictures for the first time, they were horrifying. My daughter did not look like that when I took her to the ER.
Well, they're mistaken identity.
And they even knew. No, she did not have bruises on her at all. The way that her skin looked.
Well, how did they get to do? You think they used? Do you think they use cosmetics to make it show that she was badly bruised?
No.
Okay.
Not at
All right.
No.
Then what?
The thing about it is, I knew that she had a condition with her blood. And I at least knew that she was iron deficient. I had no idea that she had a condition that was more serious. Two of them, they're pronounced thrombocytopenia and thrombocytosis. Now, the social social worker claims that these things never existed, but she was tested for them after being brought into foster care, right?
Right.
I have the paperwork still. Two of these conditions that she has. She was being treated then for iron, treated with iron.
Okay.
Supplementation. So the thing the doctor noted in her report when they took her from me says his child has no blood disorders, but we're not testing for any blood disorders at this time. How can you say he doesn't have any if you're not testing for them?
So what were the grounds?
So I didn't know
What were the grounds used
these
to
things
remove the
cause
baby from you? What was the grounds used?
child abuse and child neglect. So unable to provide for the neglect. They go unable to provide food, shelter, etc. They have there, and then they have abuse, failure to. They say there's an unknown abuser, unknown maltreater. That's what they say, maltreater. Unknown.
Okay, all right.
Because there was no one who maltreated her.
Okay.
I've been told by my attorney, I had a hired attorney who said to me, well, if you can just name a person that did it, then we can only make this a lot easier. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to pin it on someone who didn't do it. And I was sure as hell, I'm not admitting something I did not do.
True.
I told the police they could lock me up right there. You're locking up an innocent person.
Yeah.
And I showed them the wrist and I said, here you go. Try me. There is no criminal case attached to this. So yes, it's totally medical trafficking.
Yeah, that's one thing they do. Hold on a second, Kayla. I had some more people come in the room that I need to acknowledge. Don't go anywhere, Kayla. I'll be back to you. Right now, for all the people that came in the room, we have Kayla from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She's been on the show before, and she's talking about her case of some wrongdoing that she never did. I want to welcome Dorothy Cook, who's from North Carolina. And she asked, what was the grounds he used to remove her baby from her? Neglect and abuse. Neglect and abuse. And Dorothy further asked, did the baby have bruises, or was that something made up to create a reason to remove? And if it did not have bruises, where did it come from?
See, the thing is, I think that they saw how easy she was bruising, how quickly she was turning red, and they used it.
Okay.
They ran with it.
Right. Now, Tony the Tiger is from Otsego County, New York. She's her name is Cassandra, and she has a 14-year-old boy that she's trying to get back, and she's been wrongfully accused. Tony says, "Hey, you guys, are they allowing her to see her child of all? Are they allowed to see your child there, Kayla? Are they allowed to see your child?"
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, she's allowed to see her child. And
she's fine now.
right, Tony said, "Sorry, just coming in. Her child's still at the hospital." No, the child's not at the hospital. I think the child's home, right?
The child's 5.5 years old.
Okay, so she was talking about the very beginning of how her case started, but the case has been going on for 5 years, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
So why do they keep the child for 5 years?
So with that, I was making progress, very good progress in the beginning. They were staying in their homes. And hold on 1 second, sorry.
All right. Okay.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm at the pharmacy, so
Okay.
had to take a second. So,
All right.
what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So the case has been thrown out. First of all, I believe it was being drawn out because they have such a weak case. They expressed that fraud the entire time. Now, they used my past having an issue back in 2018, I had one overdose. And I had an overdose in October 2018, and they used it against me, even though I went through treatment and had clean drug screening for a period of over 6 months straight, right before I got pregnant with her. They had used that, and then on top of that, her father, being alcoholic at first, in the beginning, he was not involved. Then he was kind of on and off clean, so he pulled like a very long period of time, like a year clean, and then he was messed up. So then that he almost had her back, and within a day, he got another OWI. He relapsed. So that like really was devastating because he had almost found her back, and during that time, I was in prison for 2 years and 4 months.
Wow.
So yeah.
Why were you incarcerated? Why were you incarcerated?
For 4 OWIs.
4 driving under the influence?
4. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Did anybody get injured or killed?
No.
Good,
No one
good.
got injured. Well, no one really got injured, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
They claim an officer did, but there's no proof or evidence. But the judge heard that, and he was mad.
Yeah, DUIs is taken very seriously by the court.
Right. Very, very.
Did you take a blood test or a breath analysis? How did you determine you're under influence?
Yeah.
You took what? A breath analysis or a blood test?
No, blood.
Right. And were you over the legal limit? You're over the legal limit for having alcohol in your system, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what does those relationships have to do with your child at the emergency room being delivered?
No, this has nothing to do with her being delivered.
Well, okay, we were starting at the beginning of your case. We're starting with the beginning of your case.
You're talking about the new baby?
Well, I'm talking about baby number 1. The one that was born 5 years ago. You said she's 5 today.
I'm sorry, say that again.
You said
Sorry,
your
I'm dealing with
baby's.
something.
You said your baby's was due 5 days ago. I mean, excuse me. You told me your baby was 5 years old.
5 years.
Right. I'm talking at the beginning of that time. You said that your baby was taken from you while you're taking treatment for your baby, 5 years ago.
Yes. This was when she was 11 months. The entire thing happened. So I take that back. She wasn't taken 5 years ago. I said that wrong. It was more like 4 years.
Well, 5 or 4, that's okay off a number. So it's not a big deal. But
right. But
nevertheless,
she was 11 months.
And you're having this incident while you're bringing the child in for treatment, right? For bruises? Why was the child brought into the hospital 5 years ago?
I'll be back.
Oh, okay. Well, it's important I talk to you, Kayla. I'm trying to help you. It's important you stay there. Okay, I'm going to go back. That was Kayla from Wisconsin. She said that she'll be back.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. I know you were gone. You were talking to me. All right. So we're talking about child number 1.
What I'm trying to figure out here is what are you exactly asking about her?
Well, I'm asking you why 5 years later CPS still has you. Is it because of the second baby or the first baby?
The case isn't open. No, they never closed the case. The first baby. The case is still going on.
So why was the case still going on and then why did you have a second baby? You're not supposed to have another baby if you're in CPS. Oh, okay. So why did you
I
have
didn't know
another
that.
baby? So why did you have another baby?
Hey, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh,
And
you didn't know
my baby
about that.
wasn't saying, so
Right. Okay. Understood. And I'm just okay. The second baby came along how many years after the first?
5. She was
Okay.
born
Right.
this year.
Now, is the father the same for both babies?
No,
Okay.
no.
The father of baby one, is he still involved in the picture?
Well, he followed. Yes, he is actually. He's going to. He just finished his trial and he lost.
What do you mean he just finished the child class?
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Okay. You said he finished the class. Did he lose because he didn't
No,
finish the class?
no, he always didn't say the class. Finished the game.
Oh, okay.
He
So
lost.
the daughter of
He
the
lost
father of
the
the first
trial.
child lost custody. He's no longer has um he has they terminated his parental rights.
Correct.
So he's no longer involved in the child. So it's you and the child number one. Now, what about another father number two? Is he involved?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Now, is he with you or against you? Are you guys getting married or not married? Or what's his picture with you?
Well, we are co-parenting. We
Okay.
are all for having this child be with her parents and not in the system, regardless of whether we're together or not.
Right. Now, um, did you have a CPS matter with the second child?
Yes.
And what was the
They
allegations there?
having another baby
Oh,
with an open case
yeah, with an open case. Okay. So you
and
have you
and drugs in the system, drugs in the baby
oh, they
system.
were tested positive, you or the baby?
Both of us.
Okay. And was the drugs illegal drugs or drugs that you're taking prescription drugs? What kind of drugs were they?
It was both.
It was a mixture of both. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly don't want to take drugs with the child. That's not a good thing to do.
Right.
So, but where's
Right.
that baby now?
Well, I know that. So
Yeah, where's that
I,
baby now?
obviously, that baby is with my aunt. She's with family. And that aunt is, at first she was all, on our side, and then she turned. I don't know why she did that. It's like her daughter she never had. She claimed she never had a daughter. So that is what it is. But
Yeah.
ultimately, we're trying to get this baby with her father's side of the family.
Oh, okay. So where are both babies now stand? Where they both stand?
So my firstborn is still with the foster family. Um, throughout my case, and the father fighting the father of the firstborn, I will tell you that the CPS has literally done things like alienate us by stopping visits abruptly, just making up reasons. Um, there's all types of things that I've been told by the foster parents. Oh, you can't talk to your baby all of a sudden because of this trial going on. You can't be involved in play therapy. So then they've tried to, and they get succeeded at making me look inconsistent, and then they use my addiction against me.
Okay. Okay.
And they're going to use it against me.
All right.
They use their fathers, like their alcoholism against them. The new baby, this father does not have an addiction. And his proof of sobriety, paper proof drug testing for over a year straight. So they tried to lie about him at the hospital. They did lie about him.
Okay.
For alcohol. First of all, there had alcohol.
Okay.
And what's crazy about it is CPS, the social worker, we have the same social worker as my first case. So, and this social worker is evil. Man. He was trying to first of all, he used the whole track as a way to investigate and do a whole 2-hour long talk investigation about me. Told that family things about my first daughter's case that is totally illegal, violating the law. And not only that, it's all slander and defamation. It's all slander
Mm-hmm.
because it was word of mouth. The thing about that is, like, he tried to tell this other, like, this isn't your baby. How do you know it's yours? She's a prostitute. Like, where are you getting this stuff? This man has made up so many lies about me. It is unbelievable. He says, I know her. How do you know me? I could get into all that, but that's too much. When he found out that he thought his case was going to be easy, he thought that there was no way I had a guy that was really the real father that wasn't drug addicted and wasn't, a deadbeat. He was wrong, and it backfired on him.
Okay.
So, speaking of now, I've been waiting all for long to go to treatment.
Okay.
They have provided me no resources. The social worker has provided me no resources, none at all.
Okay.
Since the child has been born. So yeah. I'm doing the best I can. I'm not sure how I can prove my innocence with the first baby because of everything that's happened now and everything that's been said and documented by this social worker. Pretty much my relapse caused myself to probably hang myself.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible.
It's not true. None of it is true. Not an abusive mom and a mental vessel.
Okay.
I was a caregiver for about 8 years. I was a certified nursing assistant. I am almost a graduated registered nurse. I cannot get a license in the nursing field in the state of Wisconsin because I'm a felon due to the OWI, due to the 4 OWI. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I look like this monster that I'm not.
Well, when you have 4 DUIs, that is not a good thing to have on your record.
No, it's not. It's really not. And once you get one, you're targeted forever.
Well, I don't know if you're targeted. It's just
you're targeted.
Okay.
I mean, I learned my lesson the hard way. Every time, everyone else times in my defense, I wasn't even driving. I was homeless, sleeping in my car with the keys in the ignition. One of them, I had marijuana in my system. I didn't even have any drugs on me. I wasn't even high. They took my blood, accused me of being high. Took my blood, bam, THC. That's an OWI.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them was my first one was my own prescription drug. Literally, I was prescribed Xanax from the doctor and Ambien. Ambien is a common one that people get OWIs on. So, a narcotic sleeping medication. So, it wasn't all drinking. In my defense, I think I know a couple of them were kind of COVID ones I told you.
Okay. Maybe you can talk to me tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
I think a little bit later your afternoon. So
Well, no, you're
that?
in Wisconsin. It's 3 hours later, so that's 8 to 9, 9 to. It's 11 o'clock your time. You can talk to me tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock your time.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. 11 a.m. Okay. Yeah.
That's the next time I'll be on. That's the next time I'll be on.
All right. Okay. Well, then I will be there tomorrow, 11 a.m. my time.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kayla, for calling in.
All right.
And I do pray and hope that things will get better for you and you get back your 2 children. So you take care of yourself and thank you for talking to us.
No problem. All right. Have a good night.
You bet. Thank you. Okay, that was Kayla from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And she has a case of 2 children. Of course, she looks like she has a hard background. You know, raising children and having kids is not easy. There's no manual or anything that's given to you at birth. And it's like a lot of things there's no second chances. Now, I do want to thank the emojis I've gotten so far. Randolph Acton, thank you for the thumbs up. And Dorothy Cook from North Carolina, thank you for the love. Thank you for the caring that Dorothy is sending. She's listening too, and she also talked in here, and she says that she was helping me talking what Kayla was saying. Yeah, her case been going for 5 years. Tony says that she was being targeted by social service because of the hospital where my son was abused sexually, physically, and mentally. And then Tony, who is also Cassandra from Ostenago County, New York, says her son was taken from me at the hospital. The social worker at the hospital refused to let me even see my son after he violated my HIPAA rights because I wouldn't sign papers. I'm creating a page for my story. It'll release the link soon as. I'm done because it's very political and the links so much together. Guys, go to your congressman or woman. If that doesn't work for you, I want the whole White House many times. Yes, the White House is another way you can go thing called Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. They're investigating. Tony further says, not getting anywhere, which also tells me a lot, but I know I've found people to listen, and I need prayers because next month something has got to be attempted. Something is going to be attempted to me. Jail, hospital, or disappearing altogether. I don't want that to happen. Now, come on, Tony. You're part of the family. You're part of the family. Tony further says, um, nobody will contact me or tell me anything since I called CPS and said something about my son and the sexual abuse. I'm afraid it's a lot of concern coming up. So, again, prayers leave it there. What can I do right now? Well, first of all, did you call 911? Calling the police, the local police, or even the CPS is not good enough. You need to go through 911 because they'll end up hiding it. Now, Tony's saying, what can I do right now? I have a law firm that wants my case and talk to me, but needs a release from the garbage lawyer I've been assigned. It's easy to get that release. You can say you go to the courthouse where the case is being held, you go to the public defender's office and said that you want to let your lawyer go because he is negligent in your case. You're going to sue him and also report him to the State Bar of New York. So you need to do those things, but you can get rid of him. When you say nobody will contact or answer me, you need to go in person. you don't want to spend any time driving. You go to the courthouse, go to the public defender's office and say, I want this person released as my public defender. And you sign some forms, and your new attorney that you met can take over from there. But he's right, you do need a release for another attorney to work in there. Now, but again, nobody will contact or answer me. I also get my court case files. Is there a way to get these outside of this? Yes, you can get your files through the clerk's office. It's a record for you. You're entitled to it. You just have the case number and they'll print it up. And in fact, if you're low income, they'll give you a special rate. They necessarily don't charge for the paperwork. They don't charge for the paperwork. But anyway, Tony, that's kind of catches you up. Now, I have my time now. I have about 5 minutes left before I have to end my live stream. I'm ending it early tonight, not necessarily early, but I did my live stream several hours early. I did it 3 hours early because I got a family commitment I have to go to. So tonight, my live stream is typically 1 hour. I started about a quarter till 4, and I'm going to end it about a quarter till 5, so I can be on time for my family commitment. It's right now 4:41, so I have about 4 minutes. So I'm trying it at a quarter till. So I'm going to take my phone number down. No one seemed to. Oh, we've had 2 people call me. Kayla from Wisconsin called me. That was really nice. I really enjoyed that there. I'm going to put the Department of Government Efficiency, which is DOGE. It's a website you need to look at. It'll help you at the federal level. It has a website, doge.gov, www.doge.gov. There are 2 phone numbers. The area codes of the White House. They're working numbers. I've tried them both. They do work. They will answer your questions. And lastly, they have an email that you can mail things of your complaint or the problems you have with your CPS case at the county or the state level. The way it works is you start at the county level and try to work with them. If you can't go there, you go to the state level. And from the state level, you go to the federal level. So, so anyway, it's up there. That's something that can help you with. Now, I don't want you to give up on your case for your children. Please still fight for your child. Please do. Don't give up. Don't give up. And remember, I'm on here twice a day. I'll be on here tomorrow, which is Saturday at 8 a.m. Saturday at 8 a.m. I'll be on. And I'd love for you to um, call in or text me a message. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay, right now it's time for me to call it quits. Um, I really appreciate the people that came in and talked in here. Hi, Melissa. Um, we're here to talk about CPS, Melissa. I have no idea where you're from, but it's not about games. CPS is a serious matter. Tony the Tiger, Cassandra from Otsego County, I pray for you and your son to come back together. Thank you for uh, talking on my show here, for texting. Dorothy Cook, it's always good to see you. Dorothy is from North Carolina, a wonderful mother there. And that was really, really good. We had Kayla from Wisconsin who talked about her case. It's a complicated case involving two children, but she's Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it's good to see her again. She's part of the family. Thank you all for the emojis. We had Dorothy Cook and we had Randolph Acton. And I want to thank you for all that. So with that being said, there'll be a brief video that you'll see. Please watch it. Don't forget to keep fighting for your kids and come back here if you have questions. This is Bob Pace signing off.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.